everyone. I am Harita, pursuing my Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering at Srinarayana Institute of Technology, Adur. In this video, I would like to share my experience on how I cracked Infosys at my first attempt. I am a regular viewer of Easy Electronics, and thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Actually, I came to know about Infosys was from our college and our university. Kerala Technological University had this announcement of Infosys placement drive, and the information was passed on to all the colleges under this university. And students with a CGPA of 8 and above was eligible to apply. So yeah, I applied. Coming to the levels, at first they shortlisted students and then an aptitude test was conducted, followed by the technical interview. Once you pass the aptitude test, you will be automatically shortlisted to the interview part, and everything about the test and the interview schedule will be updated correctly by Infosys through your mail. About the aptitude test, it was conducted online, yes, and I took my test at my home itself. It contained about 5 sections and mainly mathematical reasoning, logical ability, verbal ability, pseudocodes, and puzzle solving. These were the 5 sections of questions, and to complete all these sections, you have a total time of 100 minutes, and each section had each section had 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes duration. And if I am not wrong, we had a total of 54 questions, and 15 from logical reasoning, 10 from mathematical, 20 from verbal ability, and 5 from pseudocodes, and 4 from puzzle solving. These were the question patterns. To be honest, I prepared for the aptitude test 10 days before the exam. I started to working out as much as problems I could, and I referred to the channel Online Study for You in YouTube, and I think it helped me a lot in cracking my first level. One month exactly after the aptitude test, I received an email from Infosys telling me that I was shortlisted for the technical interview round of systems engineer at Infosys, and the interview was also held virtually, and I attended it from my home. My interviewer was the business head of Infosys, and since it was my first attempt, I was so nervous. But my interviewer, he was so nice and kind to me, so he, gave me some time for stabilizing myself, and it was a good experience. He basically asked about myself, my ambitions, my hobbies, and he also asked about my final year project. Basically, all questions was based on my resume, and at the end of the session, he asked me if I had any questions for him. I was a bit surprised because I wasn't expecting this question from him, and somehow I managed to ask him about their working experience at Infosys, and he told me how he survived there for 10 years and how Infosys is always a learning ground for him. And the interview lasted for about 20 to 30 minutes, and that was my first interview experience. It was good. No, there were no different rounds for technical and HR. Only one interview was there for me. It included both these rounds. Technical and HR was included in one round itself. Coming to the resume part, I was completely new to this and I had no idea in building my resume. It was my college placement cell officer who helped me with my resume. And I think you can add details of your academics, obviously, and then your experimental learnings like, internships or workshops or industrial visits, if any, and your extracurricular activities and achievements, any extra courses you have done so far, and details of your details of your projects, seminars, and also you can mention your interpersonal skills. You can add each and every skill you are capable of, but be it in precise. you know in the resume, it should be up to the point, so be precise. And now there are some online platforms for building resumes, so you can just choose any one of them and enter your details, and they will build a resume for you. So it's now easy for everybody. I could say something that you can keep in mind from my experience. First of all, be genuine, be it in the resume or be it in when you are interacting with your interviewer. Be genuine and be true to yourself, because somehow your interviewer will find out how a person you are, and he or she would, they know if we have all these skills mentioned in our resume, or if we are capable of doing things. So keep that in mind and be genuine. The second thing I would like to say is that if you don't know about something the interviewer has asked, then feel free to say that, sorry ma'am or sorry sir, I don't know. If interviewer is always, if the interviews are always not about answering all the questions. So if you are not sure of something, you can definitely express it. Also, cracking the first level should always be given importance. So here it was the aptitude test. So you should work out as much as problems you can within the time. Time is the important thing you should keep in mind, and in order to keep that track of time, you have to work out as much as problems you can. And for me, there was a channel in YouTube called Online Study for You, and it helped me in practicing questions. So if you are also preparing for aptitude tests of any kind, you can definitely check on this channel. And at last, develop your communication skills. Why I am telling you this is because I also had to face the same problem. If you have all these ideas in your head and if you are unable to communicate to the person in front of you, then the whole idea is wasted, right? So practice more and develop on your communication skills. That's all about it. Thank you. Thank you so much.